Yes, it started now. All right. So see, if you are working on any project, so what we discuss till now, we are not going to work on this particular master branch. Okay, because see, master branch is the branch where you will have all the code, right? So you will not going to work directly on master branch. You are not going to work directly on master branch. Okay. So whenever you start your work, okay, so let's say today you started your work, right? So first thing that you need to do, you have to git pull. Okay. You have to do the git pull. Okay. Git pull or git pull remote origin. Okay. So here it's asking me remote branch, remote as well, right? So I will say git pull origin. Origin means remote. Okay, remote branch. I'm mentioning here from where you have to pull. You have to pull from the origin. And which branch you have to pull code. So in remote as well, there is one master branch is available. So like here, I'm working currently on master branch, right? But if you see here on remote, right? So this is my remote repository. Where it is. It is not open. Okay. So this particular, if you see here, here is also master is there, right? So what it means on my remote as well, there is one master branch available. So this is the branch, master branch is available, right? So now, see what I can do. I will say like, I want to pull the code from in this particular master branch, in this particular branch, from which branch? This particular branch, right? So this branch means I'm saying origin means remote branch. Okay. So I'm saying git pull remote master. So on remote as well, there is one master branch available. So from this branch, that means remote branch, I'm just pulling the code on my this particular branch. Okay, so on my local, there is one branch available. In remote, there is one branch available. So I'm saying pull the code from the remote to my local, and both the branches are master. Both the branches are master. Right. So it will check. Okay, is there any code available or not? Now it's saying like everything is update. Okay, up to date. Everything is up to date means now there is no new changes available. If I done some changes or someone push the changes on remote, so those changes will be now on my machine, right? So every day when you start your work, first activity you have to do git pull, or whenever you start the new work, right? So what you have to do, you have to pull the code first of all. That means you have to take the latest copy. Okay, so now latest copy is on my machine, right? Because see, on remote there is nothing updated, right? So it's saying like it's up to date. Okay, whatever code I'm having here, it's up to date. All right. Now what I said like I should not work on this particular master branch, or this is not, I mean, good way to work on master branch. All right. So what is the good way? Okay, then you have to create your separate branch. You have to create your separate branch. Branch means I'm just uh, 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 so from master I'm just creating separate branch. Okay, so that it will have all the code which is having in master, which will have all the code which is having in master. Only working directory will change. Working directory, currently I'm working in this master directory, and now I want to work on another directory. Okay, but both the directory will have same code, right? Why same code? Because here in master I'm saying what, I'm creating branch. All right, so how to create the branch? So for the creating branch you have to say git branch. Okay, and you have to specify the branch name. All right, so for example I want to work on one feature, and let's say this feature name is payment. Okay, so I'll say, you can give any name. It's not, I mean, necessary you have to give the specific name, but it should be, I mean, you should remember that what is my branch name, right? Right. So I'll say payment uh, method. So I'm working on payment method. So I'm giving the payment method, and you can give your ticket ID as well. So for example, my ticket ID is 00001. Okay, so I'm saying payment method 001. Okay, now it's not giving me anything. Okay, but branch is created. All right, because no error means branch is created. All right, see how to check the branch. Git branch. Okay, I have to say the git branch. All right, so our next command is how to create the branch. There is one command, git branch. Okay, so I'll paste this command here. Okay, git branch. So I have created one branch, and now I want to see whenever I'm seeing like git branch, right? So whenever I execute the git branch, it will show me whatever branch available here, whatever branch available here. Which command is going to give me branch? So this git branch command is show me whatever branch available. So there are n number of branches may be available. So it will show the list of all the branches. Git branch command will show list of all the branches. Okay. So now see, I have created one branch. That branch name is let's say payment method 001, and there is one test branch as well. So maybe I have created earlier this particular branch. So these are the branches available. These are the branches available. All right. So now see, the master branch is showing in green. Master branch is showing in green, and there is one asterisk is available. Asterisk is available. Right. So what it means? Currently, I am on which branch? Master branch. So see, here is as well it's saying master branch, and here as well it's showing in green. That means currently we are on master branch. Right. Now I don't want to do any modification in master branch because ideally you should not work on master branch. All right. So you have to always create your feature branches. Feature branches means which feature you are working. For that feature, you are going to create one branch. Whatever automation you are going to use, for that automation, you are going to create one separate branch. Right. So in this case as well, I have created one branch because I want to work on this particular automation, payment method automation. So I have created one branch for that. I have to switch that particular branch. All right. So how to switch that particular branch? So you have to say git payment, or you can copy this branch name. Okay. And you can paste it here. Okay. You have to say git checkout. Git checkout, git checkout, and you have to specify the branch name. Okay, now I will execute this. Okay, now if you see, it's saying like switch to branch payment option 001. Now I am on this particular branch. Now I am not in master, I am on this particular branch. Now here you can do whatever changes you want to do. Now here what you can do whatever changes you want to do. Okay, so similar process you have to follow. Okay, what process you have to follow? uh, yeah. So for example, I want some automation, I want to do some automation. So what I will do, I'll go in my repository. So I will do some automation. So for example, let's say I will write the program for the swapping of two number, right? So I will say two number. Okay, I've created one program for the swapping of two number. Here I will take the two number. So let's say int a is equal to 20. Okay, int b is equal to 30, int temp equal to 0. Okay, and I'll say a is equal to what? Or maybe temp is equal to, maybe this is my automation I'm writing. Okay, assume that I have written this automation. Okay, so I'll say a temp is equal to a. Okay, a is equal to, let's say, b, and b is equal to, let's say, temp. Right. So this is simple program I have written here, and later on I will print it as well. Okay. So I'll say print A and B. Okay. So this is the some code I have added. Okay. Then I will say A, B. So this is the first change I have added. Okay. So this is the first change I have added. And then second change, or maybe this is the only change I have added. Okay. So this is the, my automation is done. All right. So I have added one script. Assume that I have added one script. Okay, this is not script, this is simple program, but assume that you have started work and you have done your work. Okay, so for that, so far you have done, you have created one branch. Okay, you are not working on master branch because ideally you should not work on master branch. So you are not working on master branch. So what you did, you have created your separate branch with the help of git branch command. Okay, then you have checked, how many branches available, right? So it will show the list of the branches. So to check the list of the branch, this is the command. Okay, to create the branch, this is the command, right? Git branch. And now I want to switch that particular branch. So for that, git checkout and branch name, git checkout and branch name you have to provide. Then it will switch that particular branch. It will switch on that particular branch. Now I am on that particular branch. So I have made some changes in this particular branch. I have made some changes in this particular branch. Okay, so now what we have learned yesterday, you have to follow the same step. Okay, what the steps you have to follow? You have to check the status, you have to add that particular file, you have to get the status. Sorry, you have to check the status again, you have to commit it, you have to. So see, guys, these are the daily activity. You have to perform daily basis this command. You have to use this particular commands on daily basis. You have to use this command on daily basis. All right. So see, now I have to check the status, right? So you guys can tell me, okay, what commands I have to execute. Okay, so first of all, git status. Okay, what it will do, it will show you whatever the changes you have done. Okay, so I think yesterday we have deleted some files, so that's the reason it's saying like deleted one file. But otherwise, see, whatever changes or whatever changes I have done, those changes are displayed here. Those changes are shown here. All right. So now this is the showing the status. Now next thing what you need to do, git add. Right, so there is command git add. Okay, then I have to specify the file name. So let's say I want to add this particular program only. So I'll say add this particular program. Okay, then again you have to check the status. What is the command to check the status? Git status. Okay, now I have to commit the changes. What is the command for the commit the changes? Anyone?
Git commit hyphen one, hyphen m. Git commit.
Git commit hyphen m. Right.
And
Git commit hyphen
then you
m.
have to write the message,
Okay,
whatever
and I will
doing
say
changes.
added program to swap number. Okay, so this message should be very specific and it's very, one can easily understand what changes you have done. So like that, you have to add this particular message, commit message. All right. So now it will get committed. Right. So now once commit is done, what you need to do? You have to take the pull. All right. So I'll say git. Now, see, in this case, I am only working on this particular directory. All right, so no need to take the pull. Right, but whenever you're working on any project, so as soon as you have done the commit, you have to take the pull. Okay, now from where you have to take the pull? Because everyone is going to add their changes into the master branch. Okay, ultimately they are going to add the changes into the master branch. All right, so I have to take the pull from the master branch always. Right, so I'll say git pull origin master. So I have created this particular branch as well, right? So ultimately I am going to add the changes in master as well, master only, right? So I will take the pull from the master. Okay, now it's saying like, master, there is no changes available, right? So everything is all right. So already up to date, it's saying, right? So now we have to push the changes. So how to push the changes? You have to say git push origin. Now I will push the changes into the this particular branch. I'm not going to say okay git push origin master, because master we don't have to work on master. So previously what command we have to execute? So we have to execute this particular command git push origin master. Master is what? Master is one branch available. That is the default branch, right? So on default branch you are not going to work. On default branch you are not going to work. Okay, so where exactly you are going to work? You are going to create one specific branch, and in that particular specific branch you have to work, right? So whenever I'm going to push the code, I'm not going to push the default branch, that is the main branch, or that is the master branch. So instead of that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to push the changes in this particular branch. Okay, payment method, payment method 001. Okay, okay. So everyone able to see what I'm doing, right? It's
Yes, Ajay.
visible, right, for everyone.
Yes, Ajay.
Font
Yes,
is
sir.
not
Yes.
small, right? Okay. So now see, once I done git push, right? So it's saying like, it's saying like, some changes are pushed and all, it's giving that data. Okay. Apart from that, what it is saying, create a pull request, create a pull request for the payment method on GitHub by visiting this particular URL. So it will give this particular URL always, right? So I have created branch. So what it is saying exactly, okay, so you have pushed this particular change into the remote repository. Okay, so if I go to the remote repository, okay, so for example, my remote repository is this one, right? So now here, if you see, if I go here, okay, let me refresh once. Okay, so now if you see, previously only one branch is there, that is the master branch. Now there is one branch more is created. What branch name is payment method 001. Okay, so this particular branch, who is created this particular branch? We have created this particular branch, right? So now if I go to the master and I search for the swipe program, right? So in which package we have created? I think package one we have created. And if you see in package one, there is no swipe program. Swipe to number program is not there. That means our changes is not yet into the master branch. Okay. And what is our ultimate goal? Ultimate goal is when I will say my task is completed. Okay, whenever I'm working on automation project, or whenever I'm writing some test cases, automation test cases, right? So my ultimate goal is, write the automation test case. For that, I will create the branch, I will update the code there, I will push the code in remote repository, and ultimately I have to merge this code into the master branch. I have to merge my code, or I have to add my code into this master branch. Okay, then I will say my task is completed. But so far, my code is not in master branch. My code is available in which branch? This particular branch. My code is available in this particular branch, right? So what I need to do? I need to merge this particular branch to this branch. Okay, so this is my branch. I want to merge this particular branch. So if you see, if I'm opening this particular branch, okay, and if I go here, okay, inside the package one, okay, and swipe, okay, swipe to number, okay, so that program is there available. Apart from my program, other code is also available. That means whenever I created new branch, what it will do? It will do exact copy of master. It will do the exact copy of master, and there we can do the changes, but we are not modifying the master. Okay, we are working on our branches, right? So I will push my code. Okay, so I will push my code into this particular branch. So I am currently on this particular branch. So I have pushed my code in this particular branch. payment method. Okay. Now see, whenever you have your own branch and you want to merge that particular branch into the master, right? So in that case, you have to create the pull request. You have to create what? Pull request. Okay. So this is what it's saying here. Okay, it's saying like, do you want to you want if you want to create pull request, you can directly use this particular URL. So if I go here, if I go, sorry, if I copy this, okay, I have copied this. I go here and I will enter this URL. Right. So if you see, I'll not create pull request now. Okay, I'll just first of all tell you. Okay. So see, these are the changes I have added, right? So it's saying like, you can create the pull request, and these are the changes available here. You can create the pull request. Pull request means for the merging, I will create one pull request. Pull request means I'll tell you later. Okay, but this is the changes I have done. So you have to verify whenever you're creating the pull request, right? So you have to verify what are the changes you have done that is correct or not. Sometimes by accident or by mistake you can do the wrong code as well, right? So here you can, so for example, I don't want to modify one file, but at the time of I'm just debugging my code, I have added some changes, right? So those changes should not be there, so I have to review this one time, right? So I will get idea, okay, yeah, these are the changes I want to push, then only I will create the pull request. Otherwise, see, this is the one option. What I did, I just copied I just copied this URL. From this URL, I can create the pull request. From this URL, I can create the pull request. So this is the first way, right? Second way, it's saying like, new branch is created by you. New branch is created by you. Do you want to create the pull request? So I simply say compare and create pull request. So it will again create the pull request. Okay, so this is the second way. Okay, and third way, you can go here. Okay, you can say compare and or you can say the create new pull request. Okay, from which branch you want to create? For example, I want to merge into the master branch. Which branch I want to merge? I want to merge the payment option, right? And then I will say create pull request. Okay, then I'll say create pull request. So it will create one pull request. Okay, now what benefit exactly we will get the by creating the pull request? So see, whenever you are working on any organization, all right, so you are going to do code, you are going to update code, you are going to modify code, you are going to delete the code, right? So on day to day basis you are going to do all this activity, right? But that might be possibility you are doing something wrong. That might be possibility you're not, I mean, your mood is not good today, and you have done some wrong changes, or you have deleted some unnecessary file, or you just because of your changes, there might be chance of occurring failure. It can be happen, right? Because no one can know, I mean, or it's possible, like you have done the code and which is very dirty. Your variable name is not correct, or maybe you're using unnecessary for loop, or you're using, you're giving the variable name in such a way anyone it's not readable, your code is not readable. So this kind of mistake you can done, right? So someone should be review the your changes. Okay, so who can review your changes? Might be your lead is going to review your changes, maybe your uh, uh, your lead is going to review your changes, or maybe your peer is going to review the changes, right? So to review them, we will create the pull request. Okay, so we are going to create one pull request. Okay, so for example, I will create the pull request. I'll say this is my pull request. So I want to create this pull request. So now this pull request is created. This pull request is created. Okay, what it pull request means? It's saying, see, you this pull request is going to merge your code from this particular branch to this particular branch. This pull request is going to merge your code from the payment method 001 to the master branch. Okay, but in organization level, okay, before merging your code, you will require some approval. You will require some approval. Okay, so maybe here it's my own repository, so that's the reason it's not showing the list of the approval or list of the owner. But you will get the list of the owner here. List of the owner, list of the reviewer will get here. Right. So you have to share this URL. So for example, so let's say, for example, Vipin is team lead, right? So what I will do on Teams, I'll say, okay, please, please review, okay, or kindly review, review PR. Okay, PR means pull request. Okay, and I will give this PR to my colleagues, to my lead, or whoever is the owner of the code. So owner of the code, there are few persons, those are added as owner of the code, right? So from them you have to compulsory get approved your PR. Otherwise your PR will not get merged. Your PR will get not merged. So in my organization, let's say, there are restrictions when you're merging the pull request. So compulsory you have to take the one approval from the owner or code owner and one approval from your peer. Right. So one approval from the code owner and one approval from the your peer. So two approval compulsory it will require. Two approval compulsory it will require. Right. So I will share this. Okay. So now for let's say I have added this on my group or maybe Teams group in my company. Right. Correct. So whoever will be the approval, what he will do? He will go here. Okay, and he will review the changes. Okay, whatever I have done. Okay, so this is my PR. Okay, so this is my PR. I have created one PR. Okay, so in this PR, so you can add the screenshot if you are working on automation. So you can add the proofs. Okay, you have done this code and it's not breaking anything. So likewise, you can add the code here. Right, you can add not code, you can add the proofs. Okay, proof you will add. Okay, but see, so for example, Digambar is code owner, right? So what Digambar will do? Digambar will go here. He will check my each and every change. He will check my each and every change. So for example, Digambar feels like, why you are taking here. For example, he at the time of review, so he can say me, okay, you are saying A and B. Okay, he will say give proper name to okay, so assume that this is the Digambar screen. Okay, so the sorry, Digambar screen, and he's reviewing my code. All right, so he will say give the proper name name to variable. Give the proper name to the variable. Right. So this is the comment he has added. Okay, so he will add comment like this. Okay, for each and every line. Okay, so he will review each and every line, and if he feel like, I haven't done code well, all right, so he can give the comments to you, comments, and these comments you have to compulsory address. Okay, or at least you have to discuss why I'm taking this variable name as, A and B, because he's saying like he's giving some comment, right? So either you have to address this, or you have to you have to at least discuss with him. All right. So after that, he will resolve this comment. He will say the comments is resolved. Or if it is not, then you have to do those changes. Okay, I'll come to that particular point. Okay, but ultimate, I mean, this is how in company it will work. Okay, otherwise he's not found any comments, right? So what? For example, your code is well. Okay, you have done code well, right? So what he will do? He will go to in changes and he will approve. He will click on. So now see, this PR is created by me. So I'm not getting this approve button. I'm not getting this approve button. So approve button is disabled here. Okay. So what I will do, if change is fine, then I will say approve. Change is fine, then I will say approve. And I will click on submit review. That means from one person, that is the Digambar, is approved this particular PR. Right? Digambar is approved this particular PR. Right? So now one approval I got. Now I need one more approval. I will need one more approval. So for example, I ping Avinash and I say like, Avinash, could you kindly please approve this PR? So Avinash will again open this PR. Okay. Again he will open this PR and he will, because till you are not getting this two approval, this merge request button, merge pull request button will not get enabled. So this is the rule set in any organization. Okay, this kind of rule will be set in any organization. So currently this is my own repository. I haven't set any rule, right? So that's the reason it's not asking me, or it's not, this button is always enable. This button is always enable. But in company, if you are having compulsory two approval is required, in that case, this button is not enable. It will get enable when two approval will get, right? So I will ping whom. So let's say Avinash, right? So Avinash will, see these particular changes. How he is going to see the changes? For that, he has to click on this particular file change option, file changed option, right? So he will click here and he will check, okay, how many files are changed. Okay, so there is one file is changed, right? So he will go through this particular changes and he feels, okay, changes is fine. So what he will do, he will just say approve the changes. Now see, I got the two approval, one from Digambar and one from Avinash. Okay, so let's say Digambar is code owner and Avinash is my pair, right? So I got the two approval. After that, this particular button will get enabled. After that, this particular button is enabled. And now this button is enabled. Now I can say merge my code. Okay, merge from where to where? From my branch to the master branch. Okay, merge this code from my branch to the master branch. Okay, so I'll say confirm. Okay, now after the successful merge, it will ask, do you want to delete this branch as well? So I will say I don't need branch now. Delete the branch. So it will delete my branch as well. All right. So now once this particular activity is successfully done, okay. Now what I will do, I'll go to the code. Okay. And now if you see in code, so this particular commit message is there, display there, right? So if I open this, okay, if I go to the package one, okay, now I am in which branch? Master branch. See, currently I am on master branch. In master branch as well, so that particular code is available. What is the name of that class? Swipe to number. Okay, so that particular program is available now here. Okay, so what we did so far? Okay, so we have done some changes. Okay, so initially, first step, what we done? We have create one branch. Okay, we have created one branch. Okay, after that, we check the branch with the help of this particular command. Okay, once we check the branch, what we did?
Git checkout
Git
payment method.
checkout payment method. Correct. Git checkout payment method. What it will do? It will switch the branch from the master to it will come here on this particular branch. Now I have added the changes. Added changes. Okay. Added the changes. Right. And now then I will create the pull request. Okay. Added the changes. Now, so I can say this is the step number one. Step one. Step one, I have done this. All right. So now step number two, our regular step. What? Okay, you have to check the status, you have to add, because I have done the changes, right? I have done the changes. Then what you need to do? You have to add the changes, you have to commit the changes, you have to take the pool, and you have to push the code, right? So for the push, I will use this particular branch, right? So I'll pull from the master, but I will push in this particular branch. Which branch? Payment method 001. Right. So now my code will be pushed, right? But my branch is not merged. My branch is not merged, right? So what we need to do? Step number three. Step number three, what we need to do? Okay. So step number three is completely from here. Okay. So you have to create the pull request and you have to merge the branch. Okay. So step number three is create PR and code into master branch. Okay. Master branch, you have to merge the code. Master branch, you have to merge the code. Right. So we have seen this three step. Okay. So first step, we are going to create the branch. You have to check the branch, then you switch the branch. Okay. Then you will add the changes, whatever changes you want to add. So let's say you want to add the test cases, you want to add one method, you want to update one file. Right. So whatever changes you want to do, you can do it. Okay. Then step number two. Okay. That is our regular step, right? That we have seen in previous session. Right. After this done, what you need to do? You need to create the PR. You need to create the PR. Okay. So PR, for the PR, organization to organization, rule will get changed, right? So you have to understand those rules. So people will tell you, okay, so if you want to merge the PR, you will require the two approver. If you merge the PR, you will require the one approver, right? So you have to find out how many approvals is required, and you have to approve this PR from those approvers. Right. So once PR is approved, then you can merge your code into the master branch. Okay. Now once you merge your code into the master branch, then you can close task. Okay. Your task will get closed.
So closing task means deleting the branch
No,
that
no.
we have created.
Closing task means, see, you're doing manual testing, right? Currently.
Yes.
Right. So on daily basis, you will get one task. Right. So for example, today's task is like, you have to do the sanity. So for the sanity, it will create one task. Right. So for automation as well, when you're working for the automation, so let's say you get the 5 test case for the automation, right? So for that, it will create one task, right? So now my work is, to work on those 5 test cases. So now let's say here I have created one branch. I have created one branch. Okay. Uh, I switch that particular branch, and here add changes means I have automated that 5 TC. 5 test case automation is done. Correct. Now I will push the code and then I will merge the code. Now see, I have automated the 5 test cases and my code, all the code is in master branch. That means my task is done. Automation task is done. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So so for example, you are working on manual testing currently, right? So when you going to close your manual testing task. So for example, for sanity, you are getting one task. Do the sanity, or it's saying like, you have to do the sanity testing, right? So for example, sanity, you might be having some scenarios, right? So what you need to do, you have to execute all those scenarios there on your QA application or maybe stage application. All right, you have to execute those scenario, and once execution is done, then you all the scenario you have executed, and you don't found any major bugs, right? So in that case, you can say like, my sanity is completed. Or if you are finding some bugs, you can show the report. Okay, sanity is completed, this is the report, and you can close the task. sanity task. This is similar to that only. For the automation as well, there might be chances your organization is creating in your project, you are creating some task, right? So when I can say this task is completed, so you have added all the I mean test cases which is there in that particular task, and you merge your code successfully into the master branch. Then you can say the my code is merged, my code is my task is done. All right. So here, anyone is having any doubt till here?
So, you said there are three main methods to raise a PR, right?
Mhm.
Could you please describe it more?
Okay. I mean, I said like, there are three ways you can raise the PR. Okay, which you feel simple, you can follow that. Okay, it's not necessary you have to follow all three ways. Okay, so first one, what you need to do, you will get one URL. Which URL? So this is the URL. Whenever I push the changes, at that time I will get this URL. Whenever I push the changes, then I will get this URL. So first way is with the help of this URL, you can create the pull request. So this is the first way, correct? Second way, whenever I am here on my main page, right? So here I will get one create pull request button. So it will say like, you have added some code, you have added one branch, right? Do you want to create the pull request? So here I will get one pull request button. Okay, and third one is you have to go to the pull request. Here always you can see one create new pull request button, right? So in that you can select, okay, so first one is the master branch, and second one, that is base is always your master. Okay, with whom you want to compare, you have to select your own branch in which you have pushed the code, right? And then you can say the create pull request. So these are the three ways of creating the pull request. Okay, but
Uh,
but,
can't
but
we raise a pull request for from Git Bash itself?
Git bash itself, no, pull request you have to raise here only.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Uh, okay. So I will repeat the steps. Okay. Again. Eh, you have to, you guys have to guide me. Okay. So how to do it? Okay. So I'll ask. I mean everyone. So you have to tell me what needs to do. Okay. So for example, I started my day today. Okay. So first of all, see, I'm on this particular branch now, right? So it's I don't want to work on this particular branch now. So what I will do, I will go to the master branch. So how to go to the master branch? How to switch the branch? Which is the command? Git
Check out master.
check out master. So what it will do? It will navigate us on master branch. So I will clear the console. Clear. Right. So see, I am on master branch now. Right. So I started my day. So first thing, what I need to do? Git
Pull
pull. Okay. Origin
master.
master. Okay, so I'm making sure that, see, I got now, see, these changes was not there in master. I got these changes because I have done these changes in one branch, right? So now these changes are available on my local master because previously we haven't done these changes in my local master, right? So now I got these particular changes. All right. So this is the step number one that you have to do always, right? So now I got the latest copy. Now from this latest copy, I can create one more copy. That is the new branch. So how to create that? How to create the branch?
Git branch,
Git branch.
Okay. So git
name of the
Git branch,
and name of
branch
git
the
name.
branch and name of the branch. So let's say I'm saying uh, payment method 002. Okay, so one more branch I have created, payment method 002. Okay, now what we need to do? We have to
Git
check,
branch.
branch is
Say
created or not. So we have to say git
branch.
branch. Okay, so this is the branch I have created, git branch 002. Right. Then I have to switch the branch. How to switch? Git
Check out.
checkout.
Check out. Branch.
Okay, now we have switched on this particular branch. Okay, now what I can do? I can do my changes. Right. So let's do some changes. Okay, so let's say I'm do the changes means I'm doing my automation work. All right. So now I will start actual work. All right. So for example,
Ajay,
Mhm.
question. So
Yeah.
when you create a branch from the master, so
Mhm.
that master branch got cloned right into the new branch, no?
We can say we are creating one exact copy of master. Whatever code available in master, that is also available in my branch itself.
Yeah, yeah. So we can we can create a branch from another branch. No, no, not from the master. Let's say we have three branches,
Right.
feature branch one and feature
It is
branch
it is
two.
possible.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
possible.
So
Yeah, yeah.
in that case, the exact copy of the branch that we are initiating the Git branch, get 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 that copy into the new branch, no?
Correct, correct. So for example, if I'm having one branch, okay, for example, let's say, okay, so let's say currently I'm having one branch. This is my master. This is my master. Okay. And then I'm having one more branch. So let's say this is my branch one, or maybe what I will add one more here. Okay. Now see, this is my branch one, and this is my branch two here available, right? So now see, if I'm here and I'm saying git branch, okay, git branch, and I'm giving the branch name. So that means I'm on master and I'm creating the branch here. So what it will do? It will create the exact copy of this particular master. So exact copy of master will create it. Right. So let's say I'm saying this is branch 4. Okay, so branch 4 is copy of what? Branch 4
Master.
is copy of master, as it is copy of master, because currently we are on master, and from master we are saying create branch, right? So it will create the exact copy of master. But assume that I am on branch 2. Currently I am on branch 2. So currently I am here on this particular branch, right? So from this branch I am saying git branch and I'm creating the branch, right? So what it will do? It will create the exact copy of this particular branch. Okay, exact copy means whatever code is available in this particular branch, so that particular code will be available on this particular branch as well. So it will be having exact copy of. So basically we are having the copy of this particular branch, right? So instead of working here, I can work here, right? So this is how we have to work.
Sir,
Uh,
if somebody asks what is branch, then uh,
branch, no one going to ask. Okay, so branch means we can say the what what I can tell about the branch. Okay, so
any save point or something like that.
git branch me. Okay, the git branch is lightweight, movable point to commit. Okay, it is the powerful feature of the git distributed version control allowing you to multiple lines. So branch, no one going to ask. Okay, but you can
Sir,
give this
we
particular
can
definition.
say at the save point or
Yeah, yeah, you can say the
works
save.
save
Yeah,
point of our workspace that we
lightweight
have pushed.
movable pointer to commit. Okay, but see,
Okay.
these are the very basic things, right? So people will not ask, what is the min branch. Okay, so they will ask, how to create the pull request, how to create the, so this kind of question they will ask. Okay, so what process
Mhm.
you are following in Git? Okay, so if you want to start, how you start with the Git? So they will ask, what is how to create the branch, right? So they will ask you, like, what is different between pull and fetch, right? So this kind of question people will ask. Okay, branch, no one going to ask. What is mean by branch? Right.
Archie, so in the scenario that we just discussed, we have three different branches.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to merge, so all other branches will display, right? We can merge into any branch, right?
Yeah, you can merge
Master
into,
branch one
yeah,
or
yeah,
branch
yeah.
two, right?
Right, right, right. So this is possible to merge any branch into the other branches.
Right.
Right.
Sir, if we push our code wrongly in the master branch,
Mm-hmm.
I mean by mistake, then
Mm-hmm.
is it possible the redo, or I mean anything if we have
Yeah, there is
merged?
there is
Or
there is the way. Okay, so likely what I said, like, previously, that if you are doing something wrong, right? So what you need to do, you need to raise another PR. Okay, and you have to, update those changes. Okay, so for example, let's say by mistaken you have added one method and which is creating problem. So you just remove that method in next PR. Okay.
so for PR, sometime we call the pull request, and sometime we called CR, change request.
No, no, change request is different. Okay, PR is different.
Okay, sir.
CR is different term. Okay, so in Git we don't have CR term.
Okay,
So
sir.
change request means, see, if you are working on application, right, one application. Okay, so initially developer gives, sorry, your client gives some requirements, right? So now, so let's say client given the 10 requirement, right? So let's say first requirement is it should be having login page, it should be having dashboard page. Okay. Now in login page, suppose for example, he's saying username and password should be there. Right. Now client come to you and now client is saying, okay, okay, so we have to change, we need some change. Okay. So what we need on login page, we need username, password, and mobile as well, user mobile as well. Now, this is
Right.
something client has changed their requirement, and this is called as the change request from the client. So this is different. No, not, I mean, Git in Git don't, we don't have, change requests. We have pull request here. Okay.
Fine, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So fine. So far what we did, okay, we need to do the changes, right? Can you please go on mute if you're not talking, because I'm getting some noise. Right. S- Fine. Right. So what we'll do, we'll create one class. Okay. So I'll say this, or maybe I will create not in this particular package, because in this particular package we have all the program. Okay. So whatever package I want to do, I will create in this package two. Okay. Package two, I will create the, so don't refer this package to code. Okay. If you are referring this, okay. So what I will do, I'll create one class. So how to create new and class. So let's say this class name is test test git git pr, test git pr, right? And I will say finish. Okay. I'll add some code. Okay, I'm not going to write actual code. I'll add some comment here. So this is test file to add PR. PR. Okay. So this is the change I have added right now, right? So my work is done. Now I have to push this particular code to the remote branches, right? Remote branch. Okay, so how to do it? Git status. Okay, so this is my code. So I'll say git add. Okay. After git add, what we need to do? Git what?
Commit.
Yeah, commit. Before that,
Hyphen.
we'll check the status. Okay. Now this file is added into the staging area, right? So we'll do the git commit -m. Okay, added new file. Okay, and then I have to add the commit. Okay, so once commit is done, what we need to do? Git. What is the next step? Git
Pull.
pull
Pull.
Git
origin develop, right? Sorry, master. Okay, git pull origin master. So everything is updated. All right. So next thing, what we need to do? Git
Push.
push origin this particular branch.
Method 2.
Okay. Now see, it's saying like first way of creating your pull request. So you can copy this and create the pull request. Okay. Now if I go here, okay, it's saying like do you want to create the pull request? So it's saying like this is the new branch added. From this particular branch, you want to create the pull request? So this is the second way of creating pull request. And third way, I told you, go to pull request, click on create pull request button. Okay. From here, select your branch. Okay, which you want to merge in master. Base is always your master, and compare is always your whatever branch you have added. Right. And then you have to say you can review these changes, and then you can say the create pull request. Okay. From URL, how you are going to create the pull request? Just copy this URL. Okay. It will automatically take. Okay. So which each this branch you want to merge into the master. It will show you changes as well. So I'll say create pull request. Okay. So once pull request is created, what I need to do? I need to take a approvals. Right. So for the approvals, I will share this particular URL with multiple, I mean, who are code owner, who else are, reviewers, right? So from to them, I will share this pull request. I'll share this pull request to the code owner or reviewer.
Ajay, at the time of creating pull request, can't we assign reviewers?
No, no, no. Reviewers, we don't have to. I mean, see, reviewers, let's say, it will show you automatically list here. You don't have to assign the reviewers. you have to share this URL with the reviewers. So let's say I'm working with you, right? You are my colleague, right? So in that case, I will ask you, okay, review my PR. Okay, so what you will do, you will came here and you will check my code. Okay, whatever I have done, you will go here and you will say approve, right? Then that PR will get approved from one reviewer. So let's say for the second user as well, second review as well. So you will share the PR and you will ask for, approve the PR. Right. So this is how we can do it. All right.
Sir, if we by mistake we have closed the URL or that particular link for the CR or for the PR, and from where we will get from the main
See here from here.
request, edit
Okay. So you have to
request.
go to the
Okay,
pull
okay.
request. So here it will say added new file changes. So this is name of my PR. Right. So if you see, this is the
Okay.
pull request URL. Okay. So all the open PR will display here inside the pull request. All the open PR will display here. So right now only one PR is there. That's the reason one is displayed here. But because why it is one is showing, previously we have created one PR, right? But that is close, right? So that's the reason it's not displayed here. If I say like close, okay, so then I can see the close PR as well. So this is my close PR. Okay, I can check as well what I did in this particular PR. Okay, so that particular code is as well displayed here in close PR. Right, but now we are not interested in this particular close PR. We're interested in current open PR, right? So I'll say open. Right, so this is the my open PR. Right, so from here I will get the this particular URL. So now all the approvers approve the PR, then I will simply merge the PR. Okay, I'll say confirm merge. Okay, and I will delete the branch as well. Right, so now if you
Ajay,
want you can yeah.
so just after merging the PR, uh, if we keep the branch there without deleting, can we can add more commits to the same branch, right? And
Same branch. Yes, 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 yes,
then
yes, yes.
we can raise a PR against
Right,
same branch, no?
right, right. So for example, if I restore this particular branch, okay, so this branch is not deleted now. Right. So for example, now I am not going to create the new branch. Okay, so uh, I have already merged the code, but I haven't deleted that particular branch from there. Right. But see, what basically, I mean, what will happen usually? So this branch is there. This branch is here. Okay. So sometimes it will get updated. This particular branch will get updated. Updated means it will get the latest code from the master sometimes. Okay. Or someone will update this particular branch. So in this case, you have to take the two pull. Two pull is required. Okay. So I will tell you how. Okay. So for example, if you want to merge your code or if you want to add the code in same branches, right? So for example, I'm not going to do much change here. So here I will say, or maybe this particular line I will copy paste at the bottom. Okay, so for example, at the bottom, I'm adding this particular line. So, okay, so that means I have done some changes in this particular file, right? So now I want to push these changes. So how to push? I will check git status. Okay, so which is my change? So this is my change, right? So I'll say git add, git add, right? Then I'll say git commit, or you can check the status. I'm not going to check now. Okay, then I'll say updated file. Okay, now see, commit is done. Okay, now we are using already existing branch from the remote, right? So remote, we have already existing branch. This particular branch is available here. Okay, so how I can know this branch is available? If I go to the remote, from the remote, we haven't delete this particular branch, right? So first thing, you have to sync your local branch. This is your local branch. You have to sync that particular branch with the remote branch. So sometimes the remote branch will get updated. Updated means it will it will get the latest code from the your your master your master branch. It will get the latest update, right? So in that case, what we need to do, we have to take the two pull. So first one is the git pull origin payment method. So that is remote branch. I'm taking the pull from the remote branch. I'm taking the full pull. So first of all, I'm taking the pull from my own remote branches. Then I'll say git pull origin origin what
Master.
master master. What happened? Colon Q merge made by. Okay, because see, I done one mistake here. Okay, what I mistake then? Before updating my code, I should take the pull from the develop. Okay, so develop means master. Whenever I'm saying develop, uh, assume that I'm talking about the master. Okay, so I have to take the pull from the master. I haven't take that. Because of that, I mean, I got that particular window. So basically my code is automatically merged here, right? So okay, so that's fine. Okay.
Sir, first
uh
of all, we have to pull from master. Push
no no
pull
no
from
no, before start your work, you have to pull from the master. Okay, so here I have started, work, right? So before, as soon as you start the work, you have to update your branch with the develop, and then you have to do the changes. Then you have to add, then commit
develop. Develop means what, sir? That
master,
point it
master,
means.
master.
Okay.
Okay, so in my
From
organization,
master with
master is
mm,
renamed as a develop. So that's the reason. I mean, it's coming in my mouth, right? Master. Sorry, develop.
means
Okay,
means
so
first of all we have to push in master. After that, push in the created
no,
branch.
pull.
Pull.
Yeah, first of all, you have to pull, right? Now,
Yes.
uh, git pull is done. Then I will say git push origin. So guys, these are the steps you have to follow. This there are no alternatives. Okay, uh, one could have, I mean, little bit different step, but these are the easiest way I'm talking about. You can tell anyone, I mean, I'm following this particular way, to push my code. Okay, and which is absolutely fine. No one can tell you why you are using this way or like this, right? So I'll say push. So this is the easiest way of doing and push the change. Now in this case, see, the branch is already exist, right? So in this case, it will not give the pull request URL, right? So in this case, what you need to do, you need to go here, and here as well, it will not show that particular option. Okay, because you have already existing branch. So in that case, it will not show that particular option as well, and it will not show the URL as well, right? So what you do, you have to go to the pull request. In pull request, you have to say create new pull request. Here you have to select the that particular branch. Okay, and see guys, whenever it say it's mergeable, okay, able to merge. In that case only you can merge the branch. In that case only it is possible to merge. Okay, I will show you in upcoming session when it is not possible to merge. Right. So first of all, we'll go with the easy things, right? So now I'll say create pull request. Okay. So if you see, I'm using the same branch. I have not created the new branch. So same branch, I have pushed the code, and that is perfectly fine. Okay. But it's always good, create new branch, start from the scratch. Okay. Because if you are using the existing branches, sometimes you will get the conflicts. Existing branch you are using from long time, right? So that might be possibility you will get sometimes conflicts as well. Right. So in my case, I'm whenever I'm start the fresh work, I'll create the new branch. Okay. So now,
Uh,
I,
Hello.
yeah. Hello. See, I'm getting a lot of noise. So this is with me only, or everyone is getting noise?
Sir,
Everyone has an
Yep.
yeah, getting noise from Avinash. Actually, I just
Mm-hmm.
muted him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, actually, I just want to know that someone in some organization they uses the Git desktop, and we are using the Git bash using command.
Right. 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 So I
So
will. I will.
there is
I'll.
no much conflict in that. I
Right.
mean,
Right. Right.
just
Right. So see, that way as well I will show you. Okay, don't worry. But why I'm showing this command? Because this is the base, right? And in interview no one going to ask how you're using git desktop, because it's very okay. You have to just
mm,
click, and it will boom, your code will go. All right. But
mm,
see, at the time of interview no one going to ask you, okay, how are you using git desktop, or how you are using that git GUI. Right. So Git GUI I will show you. Okay. How it will look, how you can perform the action. Okay. But that is not important. The important thing is that how you are using this command. Okay. So if you habitual with these commands, right? So you are not going to use ever that particular GUI. And ideally you should not use this GUI. Why? It is very simple. Okay. If you know the command, it's very simple. Right. And your case as well, I will suggest you everyone have to use these commands only. Okay, so you will get the practice, you will get idea of, because in interviewer will ask you what is mean by git add, what is mean by git fetch, what is mean by git pull, how do you create the branches, what is the way of creating the branches. All right, so you should know all these command. Interview will not ask you, because see in GUI there is one button available. You can click on that button and you can create the branches. If you tell the interview, okay, there is GUI, there is button, and from that button I'm creating the branches. So he will not, impress much. But if you tell the command, right? So he will get idea, okay, you know the Git well.
fine, sir.
Yeah.
Hi
So
Ajay, Avinash. Hello.
yeah, yeah.
So can we use both options for the merging the code? We can say from the command line also, or Git repository also through like merge pull request or
I don't get your question. Can you repeat?
uh, suppose there is merge, right? Git merge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So can we use both options for that from the Git bash also, or repository also we can do that?
So see, there are two branches available on my machine. Okay.
Yes.
So for example, your question, I'll try to, elaborate more. Okay. So for example, this is my computer.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my PC. Okay, and this is my remote branch. So
Yes.
this is my remote repository. That is the GitHub. Right.
Yes.
So your question is that I'm having two branches here, branch one and branch two. Okay.
Yes.
So is it possible to merge these two branches first? Right. This is your
Yes.
question, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is possible. Okay. To merge this particular branch. I can merge this particular two branch and then I can push the code here. Okay. So this is possible to merge the code into the, two branches we can merge. So let's say this particular branch, if I want to merge in here, I can do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Um, and here I have already shown you, okay, you have to raise the pull request and you can merge the code. For the merging, you have to raise the pull request. But whatever way I have told you, that way you have to use in any organization. If you go in any organization, and you have to start your work, you have to follow that particular way.
Through the git command also we can merge that, like git command, git merge, we
On
can also
local,
use on
here,
local.
here you can do it. Okay,
Yes.
here you can do it. It's possible, right? But here you cannot do with the help of, you cannot merge the code into the develop with the command here. Okay, here you
Okay.
can merge the one branch into the another branch, this branch into. So basically, see, whenever I'm saying like git pull, I'll tell you okay how to merge this particular branches. Okay,
Yes.
see, we haven't completed the git yet. Okay, so we
Yes.
have to see in the how to resolve the merge conflict. Okay, and
Yes.
apart from you have we have seen the basic command, right? So
Yes.
these are the
Right.
basic command. So
Mm.
there are n number of commands available. Even I'm not aware of many commands,
Yes.
right? And that is not required because we are not in DevOps. But
Yeah. Right.
whatever commands is required for our work, you should know those. Okay, so those commands we are going to cover here. Okay, so now
Yes.
one important concept is remaining. Okay, that is the how to resolve the conflict, right? So those we are going to see in upcoming session. Okay, so the Vipin asked, one tool, right? So can we use that? That particular tool is good when you are getting the merge conflict, all right? But this is for the if you want to practice the command, you should follow the command line. Okay, so
Fine, sir.
tomorrow we'll cover the merge conflict, how to resolve the merge conflict. So we'll stop here. Okay, I will stop the recording as well. Okay,
Ajay,
if you
one question.
Mhm.
Uh, so that let's say